Hey, I'm Mike with Fleetwood RV. Today we're at the factory and we have the opportunity to walk around a 2021 Flair 29M. Starting up front here, the Flair features a one-piece molded fiberglass front cap. We have our oversized windshield that's going to make sure you have a safe view of the road ahead. Also up front here we have our engine access, which gives you access to changing your battery, filling up fluids, and small maintenance things like that. Coming around to the side, talk about what the Flair is built on. The Flair 29M is on an 18,000 pound chassis. It has the 19.5-inch wheels. New to 2021, Ford made a couple updates to the chassis. One of them would be, it included beefing up the sway bars for the front and rear. It gives you a real solid, stable, and safe ride. Now you can take them sharp curves with confidence. Another upgrade to the chassis in 2021 is it's powered by the Ford V8. It's a 7.3 liter V8, and it's actually producing 350 horsepower and 468 foot-pounds of torque. That's actually an increase in performance in both of those categories. Now moving up to the mirrors, these are heated and electric. Also, we have our cameras mounted up high out of the splash zone. Typically when they're down here, they're going to get loaded up with road grime and it makes them hard to see what you got coming beside you. Let's step back and take a look at the graphics on the Flair. So all the dark gray you see here is a partial paint. And just to be fully transparent, the partial paint is an option on the Flair, but we pair that with the high performance vinyl graphics and it gives you that nice high-end look of a full body paint. While we're talking about the exterior wall here, one thing we do at Fleetwood is our sidewalls are an ultra thick piece of fiberglass. We have no substrate glued onto the back side of it, and what that's going to do is prevent any delams. A lot of the competition is gluing Luan or an Asdale onto the back of it, which is a failure point that typically can delam. Then when you go trade your unit in, you take a big hit on your trade-in value. Also looking down the side, you'll see our frameless windows that the Flair has. In the 29M, that's one of the strong points. When we get inside, you'll see how much them windows really open up the interior. Coming up, take a look at the luggage compartments. Our first bay here, we have our 1000 watt pure sine wave inverter and our disconnect. Pure sine wave inverter is important as the other option would be a modified inverter, but the pure sine wave is very safe for your interior appliances and it delivers power to your appliances the same way that the electric company is going to deliver power to your house. Next compartment, we have our house propane. It's a 14-gallon propane tank. And for the exterior entertainment system, this is a 50-inch TV, not a 46, not a 48, it's a 50-inch TV, one of the largest exterior entertainment systems in the industry. We pair that with the two marine grade exterior speakers. Now moving on to another great feature of the Flair is our exterior kitchen. This is basically a full kitchen. We have our stainless steel sink, we have our mini fridge, we have a microwave, as well as this section pulls out for additional countertop space. Also, we have a lot of countertop space and cabinetry in the back corner as well. And conveniently located right by the kitchen is an exterior propane hookup, and that feeds off the 14-gallon house propane tank that we have up front. Moving on to the rear, we have an 8,000-pound hitch and a backup camera with one-way audio, that way your spotter can communicate with you. Okay, now down the driver's side, we have our Sandy Flush to help us clean out our tanks and our city water fill. Behind this panel is access to our generator. Now the Flair 29M comes standard with a 4,000 watt generator, and if you choose to do so, you can upgrade that to a 5.5K generator. We have our fuel fill. And this luggage compartment here is our wash bay. We have our low point valves. We have access to our knife valves and our whole house filter. We recommend that be changed every 8,000 gallons. Directly above that, we have our water heater and an exterior shower. Next luggage compartment is full pass-through storage and our surge guard. That's going to protect us against any dirty power we may have coming off the post. And this is a 50 amp service. One thing I want to point out while we're down here real quick is the way we do our luggage compartments. These are all rotocast linings, which is a high-grade military composite. This way you don't have to worry about like wood wrapped in ozite. You don't have to worry about it rotting or anything. These are going to last for a very, very long time. That wraps up the exterior of the Flair. Let's jump inside and see some of the interior features. Now that we're inside, let's take a look at some of the interior features. We'll start up here at the cockpit. The first thing we're going to notice is the digital display this year. Now that's going to display a couple features we didn't have in the past, such as your exterior temperature, your average miles per gallon, and your miles till empty. Up on the dash, we'll start at the left and work our way to the right. On the left side, we have our controls for our power front shade, as well as our auxiliary start. What the auxiliary start does is if you wake up in the morning and your starting batteries are dead, you can hit that button and it's going to use the power from your house batteries to help start your engine. So that way you're never going to have to worry about being stranded. Coming up around, we have our controls for our 4-point automatic leveling system. Right above that, we have our stereo. Another benefit of going to that V8 engine is it's a smaller footprint. That allowed us to lower our engine cover this year, and that makes egress into the driver's seat and passenger seat that much easier. Coming around to the passenger side, we got one of the neatest laptop trays in the industry. So the laptop tray comes out, it's very sturdy, as well as underneath that, we have storage and more sliding trays. Stepping back, the last feature we'll talk about in the cockpit is our drop-down bunk. Now the drop-down bunk is standard in the Flair. It's a queen bed and it's 600-pound capacity. Now you're probably not going to put 600 pounds up here, but that just ensures if you got the kids up there wrestling around that they're not going to hurt the bunk at all. Alright, now onto the living area of the unit. As you can see, our driver's seat and our passenger seat do spin around for additional seating, as well as we have an additional pedestal table for you to use at your convenience. Over to the sofa. This is a jackknifing sofa, so it does come out for additional sleeping space, as well as there's still plenty of room underneath it. That way you can store your blankets or just any items you want to keep out of the way. Moving up top, all of our face frames are solid hardwood. We also use European hidden hinges and all metal struts. That way you don't have to worry about the plastic ones wearing out and then your doors always start to sag down. As well as these ones are very strong and stable, that way they keep your cabinets closed. So when you take them last minute turns or sharp curves, you don't have to worry about the items you have in your overhead storage coming out. Coming over to the dinette, first thing I want to point out is all the window space we have up here. I think that's one of the biggest features of the 29M. This is a 29-foot unit, which is a compact unit, but this living area looks like it should be in a much larger unit. So the L dinette is standard in the Flair 29M. We can opt into a facing dinette if you do choose to do so. Underneath our dinette, we have hookups for our DVD players or satellite systems that you choose to put in. And on the other side, we have a cubby hole, so when you come in, you can have all of your shoes stored in there up out of the way. Directly above our dinette, we have our television, which is on a swivel. That way, no matter where you're setting, you can still get optimal viewing angle. Alright, moving over to the galley, we'll start with our cabinetry. Again, we got solid hardwood face frames, all metal hardware throughout, and all the shelving in the Flair is adjustable. The brackets that we use for our shelving are metal and they're numbered. That way you don't have to count all them little slots to get a level shelf. Just pick your desired height, make sure all your pins are set on that number, and you will have nice level shelving. The countertops in the Flair are Surfex. Surfex is a very durable, stain resistant, scratch resistant countertop. We have glass tile backsplash in the Flair, and it goes full height and wraps all the way around to the reefer wall. The sink is stainless steel and it's very deep. Coming over to the range, we have a 3-burner range with a glass top on it. So if you're not cooking and you just want more countertop space, you can throw the glass top down and it provides that countertop space for you. And underneath that, we have an oven that comes with the Flair. Moving back to the refrigerator. Now the residential refrigerator is standard in the Flair. If you choose to, you could opt in to get the LP RV style refrigerator put in it. But with the auto gen start that we have in the battery bank, it's more than capable of handling the residential refrigerator. Now your auto gen start is going to kick on by a couple different triggers. One is going to be quiet time. So if you're at a campground and it doesn't allow your generator to start, you just program the hours you do not want it to start and it won't allow it to. And the next one is going to be voltage. So if your batteries drop below a certain voltage, it's going to automatically kick your generator on and recharge in batteries, which is good. It helps protect the life of your batteries and it helps power all the appliances you have in here. All right, let's take a look at the bathroom. Now the bathroom is located in the middle of the unit on the passenger side of the coach. We have a lot of storage in our bathroom with the cabinets, large medicine cabinet. A couple of the big features in the bathroom is we have porcelain toilets. You'll find no ABS toilets in any of our products, as well as a stainless steel sink and glass shower doors. And we put our skylights in our shower. It provides that much more light in there, as well as it gives you more headroom. Moving back into the bedroom. Now the Flair comes standard with a king bed with a lot of overhead storage. These are very large cabinets. And one feature I like about the beds in our Flair is that you don't have to climb over the bed to make the bed. You can come over here, we got plenty of room on each side and have large nightstands on each side. Coming on the back side is our full length wardrobe. And we have 4 large dresser drawers with 100-pound drawer glides in them. Directly above that, we have our Surfex countertops again and television dedicated for the bedroom. All right, that's the quick walk around of the Flair 29M. Now visit your local Fleetwood dealer or go to www.fleetwoodrv.com to find more information out. Also, you're more than welcome to leave comments, ask questions in the comment section below, and we'll do our very best to answer any questions you may have, as well as hit the like button if you found this video useful. Hit the subscribe button because we're going to try to produce a lot more walk around videos in the near future.